Hello everyone, this is PNG Tonight. Thank you for tuning in. I'm John Higgins. In this edition, the Manus Detention Center, the Supreme Court ruling and its aftermath, university graduates told to begin their career paths with at least two essentials in life, accountability and transparency. And breaking from tradition, female MP Delilah Gore allowed to walk on a sacred men-only mat. Another major government policy declared unconstitutional by the highest court. First, it was the Enhanced Cooperation Program, ECP, where Australian Federal Police were engaged to help the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary. Now the Manus Detention Center, again involving the Australian government.
The fate of more than 800 asylum seekers at the Manus Island Regional Processing Center now hangs in an emotional limbo. The processing center was deemed unconstitutional and illegal by the Supreme Court on Tuesday this week. It is now a controversial issue, sparking a public outcry and making headlines both domestically and abroad. The Supreme Court has ordered closure of the detention center, citing breach of the Immigration Act and the country's constitution.
The gist of the ruling is that the arrangement between the governments of Papua New Guinea and Australia is unconstitutional from day one. The effect of the ruling is, as ordered by the court, that the governments of Papua New Guinea in particular and that of Australia must take immediate steps, not tomorrow or next year or not in 6 months' time, to remove the unconstitutionally set up detention center on Manus Island.
The center was established in 2001 as one of Australia's two offshore processing centers. The other was in Nauru. Early in 2008, with the election of the Rudd government in 2007, the center was closed. It was reopened in 2012 after the Gillard government considers the plight of an increase in the arrival of the boat people. Following the court's decision, Prime Minister Peter O'Neill welcomes the outcome of the decision, adding that the Manus Regional Processing Center will be closed and Australia will be asked to make alternative arrangements for the asylum seekers. Australia responded through the Immigrations Minister, Peter Dutton, on ABC that Australia will remain firm on its policy on the boat people.
They are not coming to Australia, but that we will help them restart their lives again back in their country of origin or in a third country.
But others said otherwise, looking at viable options to help these unfortunate people.
After the last 3 years of being in living hell on Manus Island, the least we can do is bring them here and help them rebuild their lives.
We will make it core business of a future Labor government to resolve the fate of these people. And I tell you, if I was the Minister for Immigration in the face of this decision, Emma, I would be on a plane tomorrow.
In a statement, Prime Minister Peter O'Neill noted that the closure of the regional processing centre would have a negative effect on the local economy on Manus Island. Mr. O'Neill said the PNG government will work closely with Australia to try and minimize damages done to businesses and local employers. Member for Manus Ronnie Knight is not surprised about the Supreme Court's decision. Mr. Knight said they knew it was coming and people are preparing for such crucial moments.
I think a lot of our people knew that this day would come. And as we experienced before in 2001, it was, when it came suddenly, and it left suddenly too in 2008 when it closed down. So in 2008 it closed down overnight, and a lot of people were not really affected because there wasn't much involvement from the Manus community or the Manus people in the old asylum seeker center.
Mr. Knight noted that not many businesses will be affected as most of the work is done by expatriates.
Not many Manus people or Manus businesses have benefited from the asylum seeker center at all. The whole situation now is they brought their own vehicles in, they brought their own machinery in, they have people there. I don't know how the immigration department and the labor department allows these people to come in. You have expatriates driving forklifts, expatriates doing jobs that are for our people.
The only option now for the asylum seekers is to go back to the courts to seek orders of release back to their point of entry.
The orders in the Namas case is not very clear. In fact, it's a very general order. And so we have been instructed to run back to the Supreme Court and ask for a specific order for the Supreme Court to order that the asylum seekers be released and returned back to Australia.
The closure of the Manus Regional Processing Center may take a couple of days or weeks as ongoing discussions continues between the governments of PNG and Australia.
After the break, a message other than academic for university students.